And the income coming steady. Push-ups, I've been getting heavy. I done mess around, got me a brace. Let the God I need is embrace. To my people, it ain't no race, but I still can't wake up late. His kingdom, what I chase, yo. Stick with me, Lord, can you stick with me? Stick with me, Lord, can you stick with me? Sticking with God so close, I know. Sticking with God, he all I know. Sticking with God, I won't let go. Sticking with God, I can't lose hope, yo. Too many obstacles I faced, too many trials, everyone I aced. I was down bad, working overtime, now I'm like high sitting in space. You got served, and I'm keeping it humble. Better say your grace. Look, I don't need no approval from no man. Excuse my French, but listen, brother, I don't get no, whatever. Truly, I'm working on not saying never. Faith in my Lord, every day I get better. I do not thirst in him, leaving me never. God is my rocket, don't matter the weather. I'm writing songs, girl. That's why this music timeless. That's why it's all in the timing. Holy Spirit, fill me up, but now I'm divine rhyming. It's as crazy as it gets. I'm way too young and lit. I put you in the equation, but I don't think that you fit. And I worry about getting right with God, not worry about making hits. Confidence oozing out of me, my spirit know I'm rich. Lord, it's me and you forever, like we K'd up on a call. Can you stick with me, Lord? Can you stick with me? Stick with me, Lord. Can you stick with me?
Got too tired, y'all. Got far too tired.
So I have the 430 skate shoe right here. This is New Balance's entry cupsole shoe. This is going to be as basic as it gets for New Balance. So if you end up enjoying this shoe or checking out this shoe, just know that it only goes up from here. It only gets more tech, it only gets more impact resistant, and it only gets more durable from here. And this shoe does a really good job, honestly, of all three. So let's get into it. This shoe has a suede upper on the toe box, being completely suede on the toe box. Going to the side panel, your ollie area is made of suede, but then the side panel is made of mesh going towards the heel counter, which has mesh and leather. Coming back around, mesh and leather over here. New Balance end is going to be made of leather, and going back to the toe box being made of suede. So your tongue is also going to be made of mesh here. So this shoe has a lot of breathability, making it so that the shoe doesn't really get that smelly. For me, this shoe did not get that smelly. After all the times I've been skating it, after all the sessions, it was able to air out every single time after skating. So good job with breathability points. I found this shoe to be a very good entry point cupsole shoe. It's not the most impact resistant, but it's also not the least. It also gives you a really good amount of board feel. So in my opinion, I feel like if you skate Blazers, if you skate the Stan Smiths from Adidas, or if you skate any shoes of this silhouette, this might be the pinnacle of that shoe design, because this is offering impact support, especially in the heel area. I believe this is something similar to Absorb, but not quite Absorb. That's in the heel. That's going to give you some impact resistance in the C-cap outsole here, while also giving you the board feel that you need at the toes, and letting you even feel out the board around your heels too. So I found that I had a really good time skating this shoe. I've skated it for about, we're looking at a month and a half now in total, and it's still holding up. It's still doing really, really well. Laces are placed high enough for me to not tear straight through them, but I still hit the laces. So maybe some lace protectors, or like hitting your laces with sneaker creep, might help you out there, just if you break your laces a lot or whatever. I found that the toe box is extremely durable. I think they use a thicker amount of suede in the toe box, because I still get my board feel, but I've been fraying at it but not tearing it. I still don't see when or where this shoe would eventually tear against grip tape, and I never lost my grip in the shoe. Now, one thing I do want to warn against is that the insole here is a standard foam insole. It's not the Absorb insole. It's not any of their other technologies that they put in here to add to impact resistance. So if you do decide to use an aftermarket insole, the only other caution I give you is beware of how thick you make that aftermarket insole, or how thick the aftermarket insole is. I find that aftermarket insoles that are like above 5 millimeters is doing a lot for this shoe, because it will raise your heel a little high out of that range where the heel counter cups your heel in and all that stuff, and leaves it comfortable around your Achilles. Also, I find that when your insole is that thick in the shoe, you might cause the shoe to bag out faster. I did that with a pair of insoles I had that were 5.5 millimeters, or no, it was a 7 millimeter one, just to see how it fit in the shoe for a session. Had a good session, it skated well, and because this is a minimalistic impact shoe, I was still able to skate really well and take even more impact with that insole. The problem was it did bag out my shoe, so I did have to use that top lace for like 2 or 3 days, but after a while the shoe kind of just, I don't know, settled back where it's supposed to be. Because right now this is how I would skate this shoe. I wouldn't go any higher than this lace loop right here. And then I always leave the laces a little bit looser towards the top when a shoe fits me well. And I found that this shoe fit me pretty well. It's nice and spacious on the sole, so it's not very slim. It's not too big. I think it's perfectly there, and the grip of the sole lasted me a very long time. I didn't have anything shaving. The only weird thing I will say about the outsole is that this piece right here was already smoothed out when I first got the shoe. It's how it was designed. It was like that with the black and white pair that I previously reviewed on the channel, and it doesn't do anything that hurts my skating at all. If anything, it allows me to shimmy my foot by the point of my foot, like this little area of my foot, very well. But outside of that, it didn't mess with my grip or anything of that nature, and I found that this outsole gripped pretty well. Overall, for a introductory cupsole shoe, I thought this shoe was really awesome, and I think that this would be a great replacement for a Stan Smith, for a Blazer, or shoes that have this general silhouette, because if you find that those shoes don't take enough impact, this one's gonna add just a little extra impact that you're looking for to just give you a more stock good feel on your feet. This shoe does not come with tongue centering straps, so your tongue will move around however which way, but I didn't have like my tongue sitting on the side like this or like that at all in this shoe. The tongue is perfectly wide, so it stayed basically in place like this, which made this shoe pretty awesome for me. I don't have any complaints other than I personally like tongue centering straps because they keep my foot nice and secure in a shoe every single time. And then maybe a high top version or a mid top version, and I'd be completely sold on the 430s, because you know me guys, I love my mid tops and I love my higher like heel counter shoes. So even if it's a low top but the heel counter is just higher up, I just personally like that more. That's always been my style. That always probably will be my style, and that's probably what seals the deal for me with the 440 high. I definitely recommend the 430s. I think this is a very good entry-level cupsole shoe, and I honestly think it's a very good cupsole shoe altogether. It's nice, it's minimalistic, it doesn't take a lot of board feel from you, but it definitely adds to impact protection. I think it really hits very well all the things in skateboarding that you may need taken care of, especially if you are just trying to get a feel of if you want to still skate vulcanized shoes or if you want to skate cupsole shoes. And just remember, from this cupsole model, the 430s, every other pair of cupsole shoes that are on the New Balance market right now is just an upgrade from here. So I think the designer at New Balance that put this shoe together did an amazing job with them. I definitely put the 430s at an 8 out of 10 because it definitely takes care of everything it sets out to be. It's a standard cupsole, it's an entry-level cupsole, it's not very expensive, it's durable, and it does take impact. Although it's not the most amount of impact, it's some pretty good impact, and I highly recommend it to you guys, especially if you're on the newer side of skateboarding and you want to get an understanding of what cupsoles feel like. So that's it. As always, make today your day. It's J Skate Day. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.